it's nothing, no. I keep on losing all these friends, I'ma write them all. But see, one thing you gotta know, I always go when it rain, when it's cold, even day, when it's snow. In my own rainbow, and I live a real life. Me and your Fisher Price, and we all about to know. But shit, everybody know, yeah.
$100 bottle of champagne like me, just to pour that motherfucker down the drain like me. Would you use your water bill to dry the stain like me? Are you high enough without the Mary Jane like me? Do you tear yourself apart to entertain like me? Do the people whisper about you on the train like me, saying that you shouldn't waste your pretty face like me? And all the people say, you can't wake up, this is not a dream. You're part of my machine, you are not a human being. Wish your face on me, I'm living on the screen. Low on self-esteem, so you run on gasoline. I think there's a flaw in my code. These voices won't leave me alone. My heart is gold and my hands are cold. Are you deranged like me? Are you strange like me? Lighting matches just to swallow up the flame like me? Do you call yourself a fucking hurricane like me? Pointing fingers cause you never take the blame like me. And all the people say, you can't wake up, this is not a dream. You're part of my machine, you are not a human being. Wish your face on me, I'm living on the street. Lower self-esteem, so you run on gasoline. I think there's a flaw in my code. These voices won't leave me alone. My heart is gold and my hands are cold.
All right, welcome. We are back with another Sunday stream. It was rainy in Seattle, not today, not yesterday, but I think on Friday. So I had really started thinking about what to make on Sunday, on Friday when it was rainy, and I landed on halibut chowder. Now it's like really nice and sunny out, so it like doesn't feel as much like chowder weather, but we're still gonna make it. So I'm excited about this one. I was like looking up the recipe. We're riffing on one of my mom's recipes actually. And I was like thinking about how I would do this, and then I'm reading her instructions. I'm like, oh damn, this is almost exactly what I would be doing. So good job, Mom. So halibut chowder should be a fun one. A couple things to get going. We're doing a fun little bread dish as well. What's up, Moses Lake gang? We're using a lot of Moses Lake ingredients. We got a massive potato. We got some onion. I think that might be it. But thank you for the recent haul. We're excited. So, but yeah, a lot to get going here. We got to get a poaching liquid ready. We got to get the actual chowder going. So let's kind of get that started. For the poaching liquid, we got a couple things. So I made chicken stock the other day, and this is our kind of chicken stock liquid. I also added a little bit of dry vermouth in there. So what we'll do is we'll kind of deglaze with this guy in a little bit. What's up, Filbert? Good to see you. So let's get this guy kind of chopped. I think what we're gonna do is use maybe about half of him. And then the other half we can use for the actual chowder here. The other thing I already made with a bunch of the onions from Moses Lake was this onion. It's like caramelized onion butter. We clarified the butter and then we caramelized the onions, added some spring or green onion in there as well. Devin says it looks gross, but I think it looks good. It smells really good too. So excited about that. Let's get a beer. Almost forgot. Cheers for all those partaking. Okay, so here's our pan for our braising liquid is what I'm going to be calling it here. Let's get a little bit of oil. We have our onion here. We're just going to kind of put this in thirds. And we're gonna go right into our pan. We also have some parsnip. We're gonna use some in the actual, I keep wanting to call it a stew, a chowder as well. Parsnip is super interesting to me. It's like a white carrot. Devin and I were talking about it earlier. It smells, I get Coca-Cola vibes, Coca-Cola scents from it. She's smiling over there. But this smells really good, feels really good. So we're gonna be adding a little bit of this for just flavoring. As I'm looking at this, I want this smaller. The reason is we're gonna be putting the fish in here too. I don't want these big chunks taking up all this room. Okay, so we have our onion carrot base. Got some garlic. Just throw that in there. And then we're gonna be adding bacon a little bit later. So let's just take a couple pieces. So we have some flavor continuity. Turn our heat up. I say we add some of this caramelized onion butter, obviously. Okay. So here's our beautiful halibut. I already took the skin off. We have these two massive fillets and these other kind of smaller pieces. The plan will be to basically blanch these or poach this in our braising liquid for just a couple minutes. Then we'll break it apart and kind of add it back in at the end here. So this has just been sitting salted in the fridge to reduce as much, or take out as much water, which is what we do always. Alright, while this guy's coming up, we'll season it a bit of salt and pepper and MSG. Alright, here's this is going to be our garlic bread for a little bit later. I got this at Whole Foods. I don't really know what to expect. It's like kind of a pre-make thing. You just bake it for 10 minutes. I don't know. Don't judge me. I'm not a baker. So we're going to try that. Alright, so we have some parsley stems over here, some dill. This is just going to be for our kind of flavoring. Then I also have this like halibut fish skin. This is also going to be for flavoring. I don't know if the fish is all gonna fit in here. Alright, a couple of sprigs of dill. I'm gonna break it up again just so we have more space. Alright, and then the other thing that we're going to add, at least just to our liquid, is clams and clam juice. This is going to give it like a really great kind of the sea flavoring, and it's going to help with our chicken stock being chicken stock and not fish stock, I guess. So, excited about that. Moment for cheers. Devin loves clam and clam juice. She actually drinks it by itself. Alright, this stuff is starting to brown and color up. Alright, we're going to add these kind of fish skin bits. Let's get those in there. Alright, we're going to switch these guys. Alright, just bring this guy back up to heat. We'll be there in a minute. Alright, while that's going, we can get some of the rest of our onion, or I guess like ingredients prepared for what's actually going in the chowder here. So, onion, we'll start with, we're gonna do a fine dice on almost everything. The other thing I've been thinking about is I want it all to be like the same-ish color. So we have white onion, or I guess this is like yellow onion, but it looks white. That's why we have parsnip versus carrot, potato. So we'll kind of keep with that theme here. Alright, oh, camera angle switch. All right. And I want this to be like a fine dice. I don't want like big chunks of anything. It has to all fit in your spoon, right? Oh boy. These onions are just so big that it's hard to get a good grasp on her. Alright, go through this a little bit just to make sure everything's a little bit more uniform. Take a look at our liquid. Alright, we're deglazing, we're hot enough. You guys see this? Alright, so that was our vermouth and chicken stock. We're adding our clam juice and clams. We're also going to be straining this so there won't be any of this in the kind of chowder here, which should make Devin a little bit happier. Alright, back to our onion chopping. Alright, I feel like that feels good. Let's do a little container here. No, you sent so many onions. I'm eternally thankful. And you sent the variety pack. We got red, white, yellow. No, it was great. I'm excited. Alright, let's get our potato going. I feel like potato is such a good addition to chowders. And then this is, like I said before, our Moses Lake potato. I already peeled it, obviously. And these are just supposed to be so much more flavorful than your kind of typical. So I want it to be similar kind of size to this. Alright, I'm just edging these up a bit. Alright, we got these perfect little cubes of potato. This is exactly the size I want. Alright, let's trim up these little edges and then we'll be good with our potato. Feeling good about those. Let's do some parsnip. I also want to add more liquid to this. Reason being is it needs like a little bit more room in here with liquid for the fish. All right, that's salt, pepper, MSG. All right, we're gonna bring this back up to a boil, and then we'll throw our fish in for about 10 minutes or so. All right, I'm looking for the like same kind of size as the potato here for the parsnip. A lot of this stream is just me chopping vegetables, which is like one of my favorite pastimes. Oh, bless me. Alright, a little bit more of this got to chop up. Again, we're looking for those kind of little bite-sized cubes, basically. What's up, Sid? Good to see you. Oh, Sunday night fun. Did you make anything fun for dinner? We're riffing on a mom's classic halibut chowder from our childhood. It's gonna be a little bit better. Steak bruschetta, yum. All right, little parsnip. How's this guy doing? All right, let's do a little camera angle change. Is anyone else worried about this being too full and the halibut going in there? Just me? Cool. Should use a different pot. Alright, let's get these guys dropped. See how this works or goes. Alright, let's get some of this as submerged as possible. We got our lid most of the way on, turn our heat down. Can I get a timer? Devin is unprepared with the timer. I need a 10-minute timer.
10-minute timer. Okay. 10-minute timer.
Coming up. Alright, I've been switching back and forth here and there. Oh, great. Alright, let's get our chowder going. First, we have bacon. I don't know if like bacon initially sounds good with fish, but I'm telling you it's great. Let's get this guy. Alright, so we have your everyday bacon, right? I've just chopped it up into little strips. These are gonna shrink a little bit, and then we're gonna take them out, save some of the fat, use that to cook some of the rest of this stuff here. So first step, get bacon rendered of fat and crisped up. Get that all in there. Alright, I'm just trying to get as much of them like touching the bottom of the pan as possible. Alright, that's good for now. Let the heat kind of render out. Really need this guy to come up to heat quicker. Alright, let's get some garlic for the actual chowder ready. Seems like a good amount. Alright, garlic is peeled. I always like doing the little bottom stems, just make sure those are off. And we can go to town here. That was close. Alright, check on our bacon. Move these guys about. Alright, turning my heat down a little bit on the halibut because we were just trying to get that back up to heat in general. Alright, a little bit more here and we're good. All right. What do I need here? Strainer. That's what. Okay. What's our time at?
4 minutes.
Left?
Yep.
4 minutes left. What's up, Lauren? Lauren, you're late. We didn't want to mention it, but you brought it up. All right, our bacon is done. I need a spoon. There you go. All right, we're just getting all the little bacon bits out. I also need somewhere to dump this oil. All right. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. Feel like this is not enough bacon, but that's fine. How's my timer?
Minute 50.
2 minutes. All right. Heat back on. We have a little bit of oil still in this guy. We're throwing the onion in there. Little salt, little pepper. All right, I don't know if I talked about this yet. So we're making clam chowder. We're having a good time with it. It's also going to be a roux-based clam chowder. So if you like making your clam chowder a different way, great. But we're doing it in the roux base. So we have our fat in here. We have our onion. I'm going to add a little bit more fat, a little bit, and then we're going to add our flour. We're going to let the flour kind of incorporate itself, break down, and almost start to, adding garlic, almost start to like saute or caramelize. I'm not using the right word. The like Maillard reaction of flour, whatever that is, the browning of the flour. So we're gonna do it for just a couple minutes. No real browning. No, there's a little bit of a contradictory story there, but some roux you do like a really long kind of saute on. That's our fish. All right, watch out, lady. All right, that's all of our halibut. Let's get some of these things back in there. We're just letting that chill. All right, little mix about on this guy. Is there any better smelling thing than like onions and garlic and fat? Am I right? All right, do I not have a towel? All right, we're getting our onions and garlic fully incorporated. We can turn this guy off. We're straining this guy. I don't know if you can see this on stream or not, but and we have this, I think it's beautiful, beautiful fish stock right here that we'll use to like deglaze this guy, get the rest of this kind of going here. So just letting this finish kind of browning, sauteing, flavors releasing, having a good time with it. And then we'll get the rest of this going. Cheers for all those partaking. We got a lot kind of coming at us, and then it's just like let it stew for about 10-15 minutes. So we'll have some downtime here in a minute. But cheers. Appreciate you guys. BRB. Alright, let's give this guy another mix about, see how we're looking. Alright, turn the heat up just a touch. But we're starting to look translucent. We got some good fond built up on the bottom here. Let's add the rest of our fat. We're gonna add about, this is where I think my mom's, no, it's always been good every time she's made it, but adding a little bit of butter. I wasn't sure if her fat percentages were off on the roux. Already some bacon fat in there, so that's probably where she's getting that amount. And then we're gonna be doing about 1/3 of a cup of flour once this all kind of melts down. And then we're gonna let that do its thing for a couple minutes. Hopefully get a good little brown situation out of it, browning situation. And then we'll deglaze and add our potatoes, our parsnips, and get this guy going. All right, I think the only thing we haven't really prepped is our kind of finishing parsley here. And our bread. We should get our bread going here too. Looks like a good amount. I'm gonna add a little bit of dill to the parsley kind of finisher. Dill and chowder just sounds so good to me. Alright, quick chop and then we'll do our roux. Alright. Adding our flour. Mixing in to incorporate. We're gonna add a little bit more of our bacon fat. All right. Ciao, buddy. We have our flour and our fat incorporated, kind of frying it up here. Just for a couple minutes, you'll start to get this like a little bit of like a nutty, I guess, kind of smell. That's what we're looking for at least. Alright, that's looking good. Let's get... It calls for like 2 cups of this. Alright, that does feel like not enough. Just gonna add the rest. And we're scraping the bits off the bottom per usual. Alright, then we're bringing this guy back up to heat. Once it's up to heat, we'll add our parsnips and our other such, potatoes, things like that. Oh. Now you might be thinking, Daniel, why is there no celery in this? Like, celery is a basic component of chowder. I thought I had celery, didn't have celery. Also, though, we did use a crazy amount of celery for the chicken stock I made, which is why I thought I had celery and didn't. So we got a little bit of celery there, but no, it's definitely a miss not having celery in this. It's like the one thing of our mirepoix that we're missing here. All right, so that's almost up to heat here. Once I start seeing it bubbling again, we'll add our parsnip and potato. All right, there we go. Gotta move the bacon. I might make the rest of the bacon actually while we're waiting on this. It just does not feel like enough.
It's not.
Devin's been playing Zoo Tycoon and just got over here 5 seconds ago and is already telling me what I should be doing. Alright, we're making the rest of the bacon because Devin said so, and not because I had already brought it up. Actually, let's chop this guy before. What am I thinking? Alright, more bacon, please. Love it. Oh, almost forgot a slice. Alright, so this is our lovely poached halibut. I'm just gonna pick off some of these leaves and stems that I grabbed as well. Alright, and then we are going to break it up. I want like big kind of chunks. Nothing better than getting like a fat chunk of halibut in your chowder, right? So do a little bit of a break up and then it will break up more once it's in there. Alright, we're just setting this guy aside. Alright. Looking good, feeling good so far. Put this right here. I want it to melt just a touch for our bread. Alright, you're in the way. Alright, this guy's boiling. We're turning our heat down just a touch. You don't need it to overdo it here. And then to finish here, we are going to add some cream. It's very traditional. It's not just me doing that. And we don't want the cream to boil too much, so kind of keep it on this like really low simmer is the thought and hope. And then we're just like occasionally stirring to make sure nothing's sticking to the bottom here. Alright, I don't think we've tasted anything yet. Let's get an initial taste, see where our salt is at, our kind of basic flavoring is at. I mean, that's delicious. Definitely needs more salt, especially if we're going to be adding the cream here. But it tastes like the exact base of a chowder to me. All right. Oh. 2 pounds at a time, so half a pig at a time. I love it. Oh, I'm honestly really excited for this. Warm chowder, warm bread with butter. Like, what more could you ask for? Alright, like I said, we have our bread kind of ready to pop in the oven here. Come on. It says it takes about 10 minutes to finish baking. They've added some garlic butter in there. I think I'm just gonna add our butter compound like all over it and hope for the best. So I'm trying to warm this guy up just a little bit. And then let's get a little paintbrush here. Alright, he's loosening up a bit. We pop in the microwave for nothing, just a quick second. That was way too long to be in the microwave. Alright, as a reminder, this is a caramelized onion and green onion butter. Alright, so we got some on the inside. Let's just do the outside all nice and, you know. Alright, and then let's try to get some of the onion goop on top, right? That sounds good. That feels right. And if you were thinking, oh man, he has like no onion butter left, it's like, it's almost all out. We got a lot left.
You use the whole log?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
The whole log is in there.
Oh.
We only used a little bit. The rest of the log is saved. Alright, 425 degree oven for timer 10 minutes. Alright, taking this guy off the heat. Okay, feeling good about that. I was thinking maybe we add some green onion. You okay with that? I just want some like legit green pop of color. And the parsley kind of like, the color fades a little bit. It gets like a little bit weird once it's been cooked. And the green onion doesn't, so that's why we're throwing that in there. Thanks for agreeing with me, Devin. Alright, stir this guy about, and then we're gonna add our bacon in. Oops. Compound butter is caramelized onion and then green onion. So a little bit of mixture of the fresh versus kind of savory addition to that. Alright, we got our bacon in there. And then let's get our second bacon in there. It's slightly crispy, but once we put it in here, it's gonna kind of lose its crispiness anyways. But I promise it's still gonna be delicious. Alright, saving our bacon fat. You started a timer, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, so we got potato, parsnip, bacon, a little bit of green onion in here. And then we used our like fish braising liquid, saved that stock, built the base of our kind of soup, I guess, with that. Oh, the Ukrainian dumplings again. I don't know why that shows up. Anyways, we're excited about it. Cheers. We got a couple minutes to let it come up to heat. Then we're gonna add our cream. Then we're gonna add our fish. Then we're gonna let it do its thing, and then we're gonna serve it, and hopefully it looks okay. All right, where'd the music go? Quick moment for cleaning. Oh, bless me. Watch out. You want ice cream? All right, we're doing another taste test. Oh man, that tastes so good. Clams were in the braising liquid, but I don't have clams in here. We're just gonna use the halibut. This is more of a Devin adjustment. She doesn't like the clams, but clams were in the braising liquid. Alright, now that this guy's up to heat, just barely, we're gonna add our cream. And we do want to be careful with this. We don't want to boil it or curdle it or let it separate. So heat way down. We're gonna use most of this. That's gonna bring our color back to where we want it. Oh, this looks gorgeous. All right, bring that up just a little bit higher to heat. Once it's kind of boiling, or not boiling, but simmering on a low simmer, we're gonna add our fish back in, which has been kind of like par poached here. So looking good, feeling good, excited about it. Let's get a quick taste now we've added our cream. Yeah, 100%. I just want to make sure the salt and basic kind of pepper is there. It's just slightly under at the moment. Oh, how's our timer on the bread looking? How much longer?
First things first, recipe sucker fail.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Plus maybe 1 or 2 more.
Prophecies that I made way back in the field. Fulfilled. Listen,
all right.
we was broke, my team ill. Martin Luther King would have been on dream, really talk to him. One time with my LA sisters.
Some serving bowls.
Lame niggas can't tell the difference. One time for a nigga who knows. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. 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 No role models and I'm here right now. No role models to speak up. Searching through my memory.
All right, we're just starting to boil here. I'm gonna turn our heat down. Boil's not the right word, but just come up to heat.
Sorry, I'm never coming home. I'ma stay for good. They hang the phone up and proceed to later wood. I came fast like 911 in white neighborhood.
All right, we're gonna add half of our parsley and kind of dill mixture here.
Bitch, I got defensive and said, nah, I was the same without it. But then I thought back to a better me. Before I was a B-list celebrity, before I started calling bitches so heavily. Back when you could get a platinum plaque without no melody, you wasn't sweating me. One time for my LA sisters, one time for my LA hoes. Lame niggas can't tell the difference. One time for a nigga who knows. Don't save her, she don't wanna be saved. 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 I want a real love, dark skin and Aunt Viv love. That Jada and that real love. That leave a toothbrush at your crib, love. And you ain't gotta wonder whether that's your kid, love. Nigga, I don't want no bitch from reality.
I think Theo wants to say hi real quick.
With reality hoes out in Hollywood, bring her back 5 or 6 hoes. Fuck them, then we kick them to the door, nigga. You know how it goes. She deserved that. She a bird, it's a bird trap. You think about your rap, she
you don't get me.
Taking off a skirt, let her wear my shirt before she leave. I'ma need my shirt back, nigga. You know how it goes. One time for my LA sisters, one time for my LA hoes. Lame niggas can't tell the difference. One time for a nigga who knows. Don't save her.
Theo says hi.
Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved.
All right, look at this. Does this not look like chowder to you?
Tennessee. I know it's in Texas, probably Tennessee. That says
Haven't even added the halibut yet.
shame on you.
And yes, we did splurge on the actual halibut. How's my timer looking?
15 seconds.
Cool. You want to add 2 or 3? Just do 2.
Minutes.
Twice can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign. Know the chopper, let it rain on you. My only regret was too young for Lisa Bonet. My only regret was too young for me alone. Now all I'm left with is hoes from reality shows. Haters heard the bitch probably couldn't read alone. My only regret was
All right.
too young for Sade Abdul. My only
Let's do another taste test. It's just barely up to heat.
Greystone with the stale face, cause they know it's they song. She shallow with the pussy, she shallow.
I want just a little bit more salt. Then we'll add the fish here.
don't save her. She don't wanna be saved, don't save her. She don't wanna be saved, don't save her. She don't wanna be saved, don't save her. She don't wanna be saved.
You let me know on salt.
She don't wanna be saved, don't save her. She don't wanna be saved, don't save her. She don't wanna be saved.
How salty is the bread gonna be?
I don't know.
Bacon?
Bacon's already in there, so maybe no more. A little more?
Tiny bit more, yeah.
I thought so too, right?
Yeah.
All right, give this guy a stir. Turn our heat down, make sure we're not overdoing it, and then let's add our halibut. Oh, this looks so good.
Somehow we gotta find a way. No matter how many miles it takes. I know it feels so good right now, but it all come falling down. When the night meet the light, turn the day. Can't stop, never won't stop. And I'm just how that feel. When you're
Is that the bread?
till the ball drop, you never seem to be so real. It feels so good right now, but it all come falling down. When the night meet the light, turn the day. Feel it a little, feel it a lot.
All right, just kind of folding it in there.
Keeping my head on top of my shoulders. Into some shit, I'm out of the box. This the level I'm on. Need it all right now, forever beyond. Baby, the weather is cold. It's hot or cold. I'm knocking on the door. Well, I'm on my way. It's so hot. Way up to a touch in the sky. And you know you're dead wrong. You were over the line. All I wanna do is free your mind. We don't see no lines. We don't on the side. It's a very small world. We don't fuck with the size. Yeah, see the big.
All right, bread looks pretty good.
Yeah, waking up, I open up my eyes. Do you mind if I blow your mind? A little closer, baby, don't be shy. Why you worried that it's gonna be fine? I guess that kind of day. That's really all I'm trying to say.
All right, we're giving this like
A lot of time to waste. Somehow we
a
gotta
couple minutes just to come up to heat, feel good about itself. Flavors finish up.
find many miles it takes.
Alaska trip, that would be awesome. Imagine. Yeah, no, halibut's so good. Well, no, we'll take anything, honestly. All right, Robert, you heard that. Lauren and Sydney are coming too. I don't know what you got yourself into.
We don't need no more extras.
Ah.
We all we got.
All right, another taste test. I mean, this is so freaking good. Next time we visit Robert and Angela, we'll have to make this for you guys. After you catch us the halibut, of course. RNA, I know. It's a. Looks like Rhonda Hag. All right, couple more minutes here. Appreciate you all. Cheers. Once we get a little bit more bubbles here, we'll start serving it up. Let's cut up our bread at least. All right, this looks delicious. Let's cut our little ends off. Oh boy. Oh my god, it's so hot. just like cutting itself into little bite-sized pieces here, but and it is scorching hot. I don't want you guys to be deceived by my ability to hold on to it. All right. You got your camera ready? There's our garlic bread, store-bought, so probably not my best work, but we'll take it.
So far away from what I need. From here it's hard to breathe. Tell me when I'll be free. Lately it's been on my brain. Would you mind letting me know if hours I'm turning the days? Because our time is taking short pace. Keep up the pace. My foot is slumping to the floor. Just to find my escape. It's like I'm stuck.
Alright, and honestly, like, that's it. We got our gorgeous halibut chowder, parsnips, onion, potato. Most of that is from Moses Lake. We have our like little crunchy garlic bread bites. I'm okay with that. Little one bite dippers. I'm excited about this. The halibut, I mean, this tastes just like my childhood, so no complaints. We're gonna eat up. Have a good rest of the Sunday. Hope you guys do the same. Might even have a stream next weekend, so stay tuned. All right, until next time, Lauren, Sydney, Philbert, Robert, Angela, as always, good to see you guys. Until next time.